How's it going, guys? Your boy here from Big Shark Gaming. Today we have more Pokemon Journey to the Top of PU for you guys. I'm just going to take a second and finish up these tags real quick, and we'll be all set to roll. As you see on screen, I did not change this team. Kept it the way it was, and I'm pretty happy about that. The reason why it was kept the same generally is because I had a little bit of success with this team last time out. I felt like the coverage was pretty good. Sorry guys, just doing these tiers real quick. And we are all set. But yeah, I felt like there was a really decent amount of coverage. And I won quite a few games. So if I start losing with this team, then by all means I will make changes, but until then, I don't think I will. Abomasnow, Magmortar, Ditto, Ariados, Gorbis, and Girder. So, pretty decent team. We know Ariados is going to be their lead here. That's just a given. So, let's see. What can we do here? I mean, we can go Sticky Web for Sticky Web. Oh, it's actually Magmortar coming out to be the lead here. So, that's kind of worst case scenario. I could still get the Sticky Web out here, but Levani is practically going to be sit duck here against this Magmortar. Gotta move the switch back a little bit because I keep kicking it and I can't be good for it at all. So it has a Fire Blast. It hits me, brings me down to my sash, of course. But at least I get the Sticky Web out. Now, Levani's pretty quick, so I could either save it for later or have him come back out. I could go into Golden Snack here, which I will. We'll go into the Assault Vest Golden Snack. He goes into Thunderbolt, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Interesting swap there into Thunderbolt. I wonder if he was expecting Drifblim to come in. Oh, man. Alright, so Golden Snack took Earthquake there. It's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to go with the Sucker Punch here. Actually, a mixed Magmortar. But it's all good because Magmortar is now gone. Golden Snack was the answer for it, which I was hoping it would be. And we're up 1-0 here. Got two Pokemon kind of on the last legs here, but we got Golden Snack, who has just been really vital asset of our team. And then we have Levani, who is quick and can still do some damage. Especially to Abomasnow or Gorbis if I need it. And I got the Sticky Web out, which is huge because he doesn't have the Sticky Web out. And right now, having that advantage is nice. Regardless of the fact that Ariados will come in and probably lay down the web. But, oh, that burned its White Herb. We're going to go for the Poison Jab here. He goes for the Surf. That's going to kill my Golden Snack. Unfortunately, we'll see, 223. It's going to be faster than my Levani, which sucks. Let's go with Persian and go Retaliate here. Does decent amount of damage there. The Surf is going to really pack a punch on my Persian. I'm going to go for the knockoff, and that should be Gorbis down. And it survives and takes out my Persian. That really stinks. Oh, man, that's just awful. So, the one thing I may do is I may switch the scope lens on Skuntank. It was worth a shot. I was hoping that maybe, possibly, it would help give out more damage with a chance for a possible crit and a possible flinch thanks to its stench ability. But, yeah, it didn't really work out the way I was hoping for. And that kind of sucks. So we're going to go to Will-O-Wisp here right off the bat on Abomasnow. Really, and of course it's a Blizzard set. Special attack on Abomasnow you never see. Alright, so let's got Levani. We're going to go with the X Scissor here and just hope that it will take down this Abomasnow. And you got Ice Shard. Of course he does. Alright, so we have several options here. We can go into Odino, or we go PUS Mouth. We're going to go with Odino and go for Flamethrower here. This battle is still not over. Arguably the best Pokemon on my team is Skuntank. So I still have that sitting in the back of my hand. As long as I don't get frozen here, and I don't, that's going to be a Bomb Snow down to Audino. I can make the switch here with the pivot and get Audino back some health as well, which is probably going to be what happens. Yeah, it's probably going to be the best bet. Goes for the Poison Jab. I'm immune. I mean, I'm not immune to it, but resist it, and I am immune to the poison. So that's all good. And Fire Blast, of course, it misses. Sash was already burned, so I know that if I can hit this Fire Blast, or Ridos will be dead, and it does, and it is. So now we have probably Ditto coming out here, or even like Girder coming out with like a Mach Punch, which is going to be pretty bad. I know it's coming, so I might as well just keep PU in there. Sounds like this. I wish Custap Barrier was available. I don't know why it isn't or when it will become available, but it's pretty disheartening that it's not. There's the Mach Punch, which means my Audino is going to have to take one as well, which definitely sucks. Because it's probably going to take me out. Goes for Drain Punch instead, and that's going to be all she wrote for this team. Just not enough firepower for this battle. The surprise Blizzard and the surprise Thunderbolt early on caught me off guard a little bit. And a key miss on the Fire Blast when I was using Skuntank. So let's do this real quick. We're going to take the scope lens off him, and we'll give him Citrus Berry, maybe. Citrus Berry, or should we go maybe Expert Belt? Alright, and Levani will keep the way she is. We gotta fix this. We gotta put Ice Beam. Yeah, that's better. I don't know how it ended up being Ice Punch anyway, but it did. And, yeah. Alright, so Electros, Credilli, Savali, Lantern, another Girder, and a Lipard. Electros was definitely a consideration for my team as well. So Electros banned soon. Yeah. So I know I'm going to take a Flamethrower here. Or he's going to switch out. And so out comes Lipard here. Goes for the Encore, which means I'm going to get stuck into Sticky Web. So I need to switch into something now that will have an answer to Lipard. Don't really have any fighting moves on these guys either. So with that said, I'm just going to go into Persian. We'll have a cat battle here. He goes for Copycat there. Gets Sticky Web, which is not very nice. I'm going to go for the Fake Out here. He switches into Credilli. So that's interesting. I know Stealth Rocks is coming here. Maybe I'll add Defog on Audino instead of Heal Bell. Go for the knockoff there. That's a knockoff the leftovers. So there's the Stealth Rocks. I knew that was coming. Probably could have stole the leftovers, to be honest. I think a good idea here would be getting in, because he's a grass type. It could just boost. I mean, I'm gonna lose my Sash anyway. It was a good switch too. There's a, as long as it doesn't have like Rock Slide or Ancient Power. There's a switch. So out comes Beta Arceus, aka Savali, aka probably it's a Fairy type. So there's that. I'm gonna go for Leaf Blade here, and there's Flamethrower, and that sucks because that's my Levani down. He is going Fairy type, so I will go with the Poison type here. I wonder where he's going to switch in on my Golden's neck. Because there's going to be a switch here. Here goes Parting Shot. I feel like Parting Shot should be like some sort of sacrifice. Because it is really OP. Alright, so what can I do here against this Electros? Electros, the one Pokemon in-game with really no weakness at all. I don't know if it's going to be physical or if it's going to be special. Maybe we'll just Toxic it. Goes for the Acid Spray there. S-Spray is actually a set that I like to run as well. Because special defense drop and you can just kind of keep spamming it. Might have to look at that on Arbok. Run him a special set. Alright, so let's see. I could go Retaliate here. And he's really not liking this Persian Liepard matchup. Really not liking it at all. I wonder what he's going to sub out here. Because he could... I mean, I could go with Poison Jab and hit mostly everything hard. So let's do that. So out comes Lantern. Actually, I could go with Earthquake on Lantern. So there's Scald, no burn, and there is the Earthquake, and I get a crit there, so that's nice. So that's first fall on his side. It's been pretty teetery-tottery battle so far. It's been kind of rough to navigate. So out comes Bansoon, aka Electros, who we've not seen do much of anything yet. I'm wondering what set it's running. There's a Volt Switch, so that's not going to do much either. The one downside of Electros is that it's just so slow. Let's see. I'm going to go Sucker Punch here. And it goes Knockoff, and that's going to be Golden Snake down. So it's a good thing I went with the Sucker Punch. I know if I send out Persian, he's going to go into Cradley. He's playing like a pretty good pivot game. Unfortunately, I don't really have much of a response to this. So we'll go Hyper Voice. The knockoff my leftovers, that's okay. Hyper Voice almost kills Liepard, doesn't quite. Hoping for a Cradilly switch here. Going with the Flamethrower. And it comes out as Girder. I go for the Flamethrower. Hopefully we get a burn, and we don't. We'll switch into Drift Bloom here. Don't think there's going to be much of a prediction here. He might just go for the Mach Punch just for it. And he goes for the Power Up Punch. So let's go with the Wisp here. And get him burned. And the knockoff still just destroys me. Alright, let's go Persian. And we're going to go Retaliate here. And that's going to be Mach Punch Girder. I need a response for Girder, guys. If you guys have any suggestions for Girder. Because Evolate on this thing's quite mean. And I just don't really have much of a response to it. 0-2 so far to start. And not looking so hot this time. Like I said, I'm not shying away from making changes on this team. Actually, I'm going to make one before this battle starts. I'm going to send out Odino, and I'm going to give it Defog over Heal Bell. Which doesn't get... Fuck. Probably Drift Bloom. Shit. Yeah, Drift Bloom. We would get that over... Well, then we don't need a Chesto Berry. And we could run Citrus Berry instead. Or what we could do is even... Potato Berry. Let's see Golden Snack. Got a pretty good special moveset. So let's do this. We'll go Acid Spray. We'll go Dark Pulse. We'll go Giga Drain, and then we'll leave Sucker Punch. Actually, instead of instead of Dark Pulse, we'll go Sludge Bomb for the extra poison chance. There we go. That'll work. Shit, I didn't change its IVs. And its EVs. Proof that was a good fix. Because that would have sucked. Oh, man. Definitely would have sucked. Right, so Absol, Turtonator, Dunsparce, Luxray, Weezing, and Savali. Savali seems to be like a mainstay on these PU teams, which is okay. So out comes Weezing off the bat. Not Swords Dance, Sticky Web. Every Pokemon on the other side except for Weezing is affected by Sticky Web. Speed's a pretty big game, and pretty important to control the speed. And Poison Toxic Spikes isn't really much of a worry to me because I have Skuntank and I have our boy Arbok. So there was the Will-O-Wisp and that missed. Could go for X-Scissor here. Still resisted. Goes for Clear Smog. I was getting rid of my stats. So that kind of sucks. But don't really have much of a response. I'm gonna go for. He's gonna expect me to go for Swords Dance again, and then go for the Will-O-Wisp. So I could just go for the Leaf Blade. It's gonna be resistant anyway. This is a higher base power, and it has a crit chance. So I go for the Toxic Spikes again, which is interesting. I'm gonna go for Swords Dance here because I feel like Will-O-Wisp is coming, and I don't want my attack stat to be halved. Oh, Clear Smog. That was the other option I was afraid that he would do. And, of course, he did it. But it's okay, because after this I will definitely go into one of my poison types to get rid of that poison. Even go into Drift Bloom if I really need to. But I'll go into Golden Snake. Just to get rid of those. Now, I kind of ridded myself of an option here, which definitely sucks, but Sludge Bomb's going to be resisted. It's going to drop his special defense, effectively halving it. The burn's not going to be too bad. Maybe instead of Intimidate, I'll go Shed Skin on this guy. So there's a Gyro Ball. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I'll go Shed Skin. So burning another White Herb there with Sticky Web, which is always nice. So he set up the Shell Trap there. Couldn't do it because Sludge Bomb was going to kill it. Not exactly sure why he saved Weezing. But all of a sudden it's 1-all. And that's Savali Grass. Definitely not something that I'm too concerned about right now, especially with Sludge Bomb working the way it's working. So Defog comes out here. He gets rid of Sticky Web, which definitely sucks. But still faster than Savali regardless. It already had the speed drop, so that's Golden Snake taking out 2. Already switching over special attacks been working pretty well. Gonna go with Acid Spray here, drop that special defense. Probably gonna go for like Headbutt or Bite or something like that. Goes for the Coil, so that's perfectly fine. I'm alright with that. I'm gonna go with the Giga Drain here. Get back a decent amount of health. Goes for the Coil again, which again is something I'm okay with because still not gonna be faster than me. And Golden Snake is now almost back to full HP and has claimed 3. So out comes Absol. Goes for the Night Slash. That's going to be a crit, and that's going to kill my Golden Snake. I don't think it kills me if it's not a crit. But it's okay. So out comes my Persian. I'm going to go with Retaliate here. It's not going to be super effective or anything, but it should still do a chunk. And it does quite a bit. It actually takes out Absol. So that's why I like having this. And there's the forfeit. So we're going to make a change to Snack. And we're going to go Shed Skin here. Just in case he does go for like a burn or something. I want to see if there's another option besides Sludge Bomb. And that's not Dark Pulse either. Hidden Power Ice may be something. Belch would be funny. Oh man. That would be funny. But I'll have to have like a berry. You could go Mud Bomb. Could go Dark Pulse. There's really not a lot, to be honest. I was hoping he would have a Psychic type move, and he doesn't. So we'll leave Sludge Bomb. If we have to switch to Dark Pulse, we will. Just let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think I should switch into Dark Pulse over something? So we're seeing a Kingler here, Palisand, Roselia, another Girder, another Savali, and another Magmortar. So clear to see where this is going here in PU. A lot of people using Girder and Savali. Which Savali I could see. Girder I could definitely see. Just not something that I'm necessarily interested in. Alright, so out comes Palisand, and his name is Arroyo Dosal. We get the Sticky Web out here, of course. He goes for Toxic and it misses. So that's already a good start. I'm going to go for Sword Dance here. He's going to switch out into Roselia. That's probably going to be a big time mistake. I'm going to go for Scissor. X Scissor. It's going to be neutral against it, but still going to take it out. I wonder if it was Evilite. Because if it was, that's an impressive kill. So out comes Fire Deadshot. Really don't have any moves that would be too great against this guy. I'm going to go with Leaf Blade just because it has the higher crit. And even resisted, that's a ton of damage. So, barring me getting burned, Leavanny is going to have a 2-0 start for us. That's nice. Maybe 3, depending on what comes out of here. So out comes Girder, which I have not had an answer for. I'm expecting a Mach Punch here, but there's no Mach Punch, and that's still half damage. He goes for the Bulk Up here, which is probably a good enough move. He goes for another Bulk Up. Maybe now he'll go for the Mach Punch? Yeah, there it is. Now, it's times like this where I'm really glad I left Sucker Punch on Golden Snake. Because I can get Golden Snake and go for the Sucker Punch and be able to take out this Girder. I could have also went with Persian and went with the Fake Out. Wow, Sucker Punch should kill it. Wow. Well, okay. Go with Giga Drain here. He didn't go for Mach Punch. I baited him with the first Sucker Punch. He probably went for a Bulk Up there. That's a good switch. That's a good transition there. It was actually an unintentional predict. And yeah, so very, very bulky Palisand here, especially. Good thing I dropped that special defense because I'm going to get the Giga Drain here, and that's just going to hurt. Goes for Earth Power. That's super effective. Golden Snake doesn't really care thanks to its Assault Vest. And yeah, so Golden Snake looking good. Out comes Liar the Lobster, who's going to take a Giga Drain to the face. Even though he's a crab. So, Larry the Crab. And so, MT Noob has just quit. He has a minute to disconnect. And, reconnect. I don't think he will. So that should be another victory for your boy. Which is nice. Also, Kelly made me a deal that if I could find a spot for the PlayStation 4 that doesn't cause too much of a problem plugging it in and whatnot, I could put it over here on a computer, which would allow me to stream more PS4 stuff, which would be fun. And I think I already have an idea of where I want to put it. It would just be a matter of me like cleaning up down here a little bit, which would definitely allow me to play more like PS4 stuff on here. The TV is a little bit small, well, a lot smaller than like the TV that we have over. Let me definitely relocate the Switch too. Yeah, well, the cable's going that way, so it makes sense to have the Switch here. Okay. So there's the Switch. Sorry guys, it's just okay. So there's the win. We're actually at 11:49, and we're gonna be moving on to the next game. Probably play 2 more games or so. Just to see where we end at. I wanted to try and break 1200. I figured that would be, you know, a reasonable enough goal. Alright, so where is Disconnected to? The GameCube controller thing. As we're waiting for a game, and I'm just down here reorganizing the desk. Alright, so we got another game here. We get Dusk Noir, Electivire, Absol, Cacturn, Articuno, and Camerupt. You already know I'm going to be starting off with that Sticky Web. Out comes Electivire. Probably going to have, like, Flamethrower or something. No reason not to carry Flamethrower. Goes for the Ice Punch. That's super effective as well. Doesn't bring down to my Sash, though. So we get the Sticky Web out. Now he goes for Ice Punch. I'll just leave Levanian. Levanian actually doesn't really have much of a purpose on this team later on. I wonder if this is a choice Scarf set. Actually, no, it's Life Orb. Yeah, I didn't see that. So I could go Golden Snack here. Oh, I don't have Earthquake anymore. Oh. Alright, let's go Persian. And we're going to go with Retaliate and hope he doesn't have Cross Chop. He actually switches out into Dusknoir. Well, so at least I don't pop my normal gem there. Interesting fact. I knock off its leftovers. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. That sucks. I still have Heal Bell on Audino, so it's not too terrible. Yeah, let's go into our boy, Pew That Smells. Hope for the best. Goes for Protect Air. It fails. I could go for Toxic here and just really get rid of his bulk. Wondering if he's going to have Rest or something like that on here as well. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed not. Dusknoir is really cool Pokemon. Frisk is the least favorite of my abilities on it. So out comes Electivire. Electivire is going to walk into getting poisoned. I actually think he's going to go for like an Earthquake here, to be honest. So I'm going to switch into Drifblim. Goes for Cross Chop. That's as good of a switch. I know he's going to go for Ice Punch here. Could probably go for Hex and kill him, to be honest. And I do. Okay, cool. That works out real well. Because Ice Punch probably, most likely, definitely would have killed Drifblim. Which would have sucked. I like Drifblim. So out comes Articuno. I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind here. I know, it's a bold move. There's the Ice Beam. It doesn't kill me. Probably would have taken me down to Potato Berry had I not Calm Minded. Because it did 60. It probably did 90% to me. I'll go for a Will-O-Wisp here. Just have a way out against this Articuno if I don't already. Which I think I do. I think I could just go into Audino here and spook it away with Flamethrower. I could also go over to Heal Bell here because I have decent defense. And he switches. So I don't know what exactly he was expecting there. So I get the free Heal Bell off, and that's very nice. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. Actually, you know, I won't reveal it yet. I won't reveal yet. I'll switch out. Make him think that this is a completely 100% support Audino. And it was a good switch because I went into PU that smells and absorb that toxic. So PU actually being quite utility here right now. That's pretty good. I really like Skuntank. I'm very happy I chose him over Garbodor in this team because he's really becoming like a mainstay here. I'm going to go for Venoshock here. Probably going to get Earth Powered out of my mind. But I lost my response to it, so that kind of sucks. So I think it's crit. I don't think it would have killed me barring the crit. So that sucks. But, alright. Should I go with the knockoff here or should I go with Retaliate? We'll go Retaliate. If he switches into Dusknoir, it's okay. Not, we kill it. So, that's all good. I feel like Dusknoir is going to come out now. Or maybe Cacturn. Yeah, Cacturn. Alright, so I'm actually going to steal Cacturn's item. I don't know what it is. It's a mystery still. And it is a Choice Band. So that actually saves Persian. Fun fact. I can now swap out on this Drain Punch, come back in later and retaliate or fake out something with Choice Band. I know fake out and Choice Band sounds weird, but give it some time to sink in. I'm going to go for the S. No, I'm just going to go for a straight kill here with Sludge Bomb. I think it will. I think Sludge Bomb will have more than enough power to take out this Cacturn right now. It actually switches into Dusknoir anyway. Which is cool because I could really... Oh, I got the poison as well. That's the reason why I went with... So I don't even really need to. I could just go with Sucker Punch here. He might go with Will-O-Wisp, but I don't think he'll have Will-O-Wisp and Toxic, right? Go with Sucker Punch. Even though it's not really going to do too much. Failed. He went for, oh, he did have Willow and Toxic. So it's all good that, like, I'm a special attacker. A lot of people want to Will-O-Wisp Golden Snake right off the bat, and it kind of throws them off. They special attacking. So there's the Protect, there's Poison, and yeah, that kind of sucks. But goes for a Shadow Sneak. I could have went for Sucker Punch there. Really didn't matter. I actually don't even think Sucker Punch would have killed it. Maybe. Probably. But it's okay. It's actually a 3-3 game now. And his one Pokemon in Cacturn just has no answer for Golden Snake. And I'm not entirely sure how much of an answer he has for Choice Band Retaliate anyway. So there's a Psycho Cut. That's a crit as well. Man, Super Luck just really holding its end here. Definitely be faster than it with Choice Band Retaliate. I wonder how far I could go with just Choice Band Retaliate here. No matter what he subs into, is practically going to be dead from this. 358. He goes for a Sucker Punch. That really hurts. Man, oh man. Absol is definitely a Pokemon to look into. Dead now, but definitely a Pokemon to look into. Not really sure how to navigate the rest of this game, to be honest with you guys. So out comes Cacturn. I do have Flamethrower, so that could always be a possibility of navigating this game. I have to get past Cacturn now. And I won't. So that's unfortunate. Just strong enough to outlast Audino. I don't know if I like Audino, to be fair. I think Audino might be on the cut list. Let's see what the other options are. Could go with another Arbok. It's a joke. Joke. Yeah, I mean, what other option? I mean, we could go with Absol. I actually kind of like Absol. We can actually steal that set that we just ran into. We'll go Scope Lens. We'll go Super Luck. And we'll go Psycho Cut. We'll go Night Slash. What else do you have here? Could go Mega Horn. Sucker Punch. And what other move would give us really nice coverage? We go Super Punch. Or we go with Stone Edge as well. That's a nice set. I wonder if Drifblim gets Heal Bell. That'd be overall better than... Nope. Alright, so Defog it is. This will be the last battle of the stream. I wanted to get to 1200. I don't think we will. We definitely won't. Actually, win or lose, we won't get there, but it is what it is. Personally, halfway fine with where we're at. We didn't lose too much. We won more than we lost, and that's always good. Whew. I'm very tired. And I don't know why. Email. Alright, so we are facing here Meowstic, Carbink, Ursaring, Alolan Exeggutor, Crabominal, and BEM. BEM, one of the forgotten Pokemon, actually was... So 3 of the Pokemon I was actually just looking at were on this team. That's pretty funny. Right off the bat, I'm going to just go with Sticky Web. You already know it. I'm going to go Sticky Web here. It's actually a pretty good matchup for me in terms of Meowstic and Levani. So I knew he was going to set up the screens there. I could just go for the X-Scissor here. It's going to be resisted, but still do a bunch. He goes for the Psychic. Doesn't really take me down far enough. I might just go for another Swords Dance here. He goes for a Trick Room. So that's interesting. Really, all realistically, he should be faster than me, but he's not. He goes for a Psychic there, and X-Scissor is going to take out Meowstic. So I wonder what's coming out now that he's set up these. Right off the bat goes Ursaring. Interesting move there. Didn't even wait for the Burn Orb to set in, and already we are moving on. I'm going to just go into Drifblim here. I know he probably has Shadow Claw on here, but to get rid of Facade, that's a really big one. He's already burned as well. Crunch. Just devastating me with Crunch. Just going to chip him out here with Fake Out. Probably the best bet for me right now. Got him to flinch. Gotta wait for this Trick Room to go away. So there's that. Now I could go with Retaliate or Knockoff. But I really don't want to lose Persian. But I really have to get past Ursaring. We'll go Knockoff. Knock off the Flame Orb. Just Facade. And Nudo is just going to wreck me. This Ursaring has so much health. So now I can just go into anything that's going to be faster than it, unless it has Quick Feet, which I don't think it does. Probably has Guts, because it clearly doesn't have the attack drop. Who's my best bet defensively? Probably PU that smells. We're going to go into Absol. Let's go Absol. We'll go Night Slash here. Just hope out comes Carbink. So that's not good. I could actually switch here now into Golden Snack. Sets up the Trick Room again. I know Ursaring is coming back. It goes for the Explosion. It doesn't kill Golden Snack. Oh, shit. What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here? Alright, we'll go Sucker Punch. I like this setup. I really do. It was well done. We should be able to get past it right now with this Sucker Punch. And we do. Cool. But definitely tricky, and we still have Exeggutor and BEM and Crabominal. I'm sure BEM is also just there to set up. Maybe I pull out and I go into PU that smells right now. Wait for this Trick Room to go away. Yeah. I hate losing PU, but at the same time, this gives our boy Absol a chance to shine here. And Psycho Cut doesn't kill it, and there's close combat. You know, we'll do one more. Because we just fell below. We're at 1092. I really want to finish this battle at least at 1100s. I don't want to like be below level 100. Alright, so Drift Blim, Stunfisk, Float Zell, Caracosta, Stun Tank, and Cacturn. So 2 of my Pokemons against 2 of my Pokemon. So this is a situation where like really we're gonna see some unique moments. As you see, we get some Souffle. Goes for Rain Dance. Interesting. Gotta get the Swords Dance out here. I wonder if he's gonna go for Will-O-Wisp. He goes for Air Cutter. Super effective, critical hit, and brings me out of my Focus Sash. So I'm gonna go now for Leaf Blade. Yeah. Souffle. So far, this Drift Blim set, not one that I would copy. It doesn't really benefit my team at all. But I am looking to probably change up. So out comes Caracosta, and that's going to be Caracostly. Man, oh man. Expecting Aqua Jet here to the fullest. But wow, brought it right down to its sash. And it doesn't go for Aqua Jet, so that's Caracosta, and that's gone. That's a huge threat. So out comes Jack, aka Cacturn. I'm expecting a Sucker Punch here, and there it is. But Levani doing much more than I ever anticipated. Maybe go Will-O-Wisp here. I think that's probably a good option. Just go for Will-O-Wisp. I wonder if Drift Blim gets Hurricane. Rain Dance, Hurricane. So the Wisp misses, and there's Dark Pole, so... Ugh. That's shucks. Alright, so out comes Skuntank. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast here. I'm not going to take any chances. Even though using Fire Blast is a chance, right? I'm just afraid. You know, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's go Toxic. If he goes for Sucker Punch, it misses. And the only thing that could come in and eat this Toxic is another Skuntank. And I'm sure his Skuntank explodes. Which is really bad. I lost my Drift Blim. Alright, so out comes Haruka, aka the Float Cell. I think he was expecting Fire Blast there, to be fair. Out comes Focus Blast, not going to do much. I'm Assault Vested. Venoshock destroys Float Cell. So there you have it. 2-2 game. Wonder what he's going to come out now into. Probably Stunfisk. That would be a pretty good option, in my opinion. Just a ground typing. If he has Earth Power, I don't really have much of a swap into it. At this point, I'd probably let PU die and just come back and retaliate it. And that's exactly what happens. It's Stunfisk. I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse here. I seldom use move. And he goes for Stealth Rock. So that's interesting. I actually don't have any Sashers on my team right now. I'm going to go for Toxic. If he goes for Earthquake, I need to have an out to get away from this thing. There's the Earth Power, and that's not terrible because I did get the Toxic out. Alright, so we're going to go Persian here. And I am going to go with Retaliate. Man, Persian is just so good, though. I don't know why it's not more utilized. Of course, I get hit with the Static Cheese. We're going to go for the Thief here. And we should still be faster than it. And out comes Cacturn, so interesting. It's going to take the Thief here and lose its Life Orb. It could come back out now and go for the Fake Out, but I don't know what he would switch, what move he's going to go for. And that's the scary part. So let's just do that. We'll go Golden Snack. He goes Giga Drain. So that's goodbye on my behalf. Go for the Sludge Bomb here. Probably going to come in with Skuntank. Which can't really blame him. So out comes Stunfisk again, and he's going to come into a Sludge Bomb. I do have Giga Drain on this set, so that should clear up Stunfisk. And it does. So good news for me. Golden Snack back at 87. Man, I like Arbok. I do. So out comes Fedor. I could go for the Acid Spray and still drop its defense. There's really no reason for me to do that, though. Unless I'm just going to try to out-muscle it. It goes for the Defog, which gets rid of all the hazards, so thank you for that. Not entirely sure what he's aiming for. But, okay. Alright, so there's the Crunch. I'm faster than him. So I know he's going to resist Giga Drain, but he's also going to resist Sludge Bomb. So I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, try to get some health back. I got a decent amount, and I still died a Crunch, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping that I would have just enough to survive it. Go for the Paralysis. It's so risky. It worked out, though. There's the Aftermath, and there is the Hurt by Aftermath and Life Orb, because I stole that earlier. And now it's down to just Absol. Needless to say, I have an answer for Drifblim in Night Slash as well as Stone Edge. I'm going to go with Night Slash because it's a lot less risky. And there is Drifblim down. And now we have just your boy Cacturn. I'm going to go with Night Slash again. And that's a crit, and that hits him. And Giga Drain doesn't kill me. Oh, God. What do here? I have a feeling he's going to go for Sucker Punch, which means I have to go for Sucker Punch. His Sucker Punch will fail. So, now do I go for Sucker Punch? Oh, man. So, that worked. Ending today on Kelly's birthday, 11/16. Absol getting a win there. Make some suggestions for this team, because clearly there's some things that need to be upgraded. I still have a fighting weakness. I still have no fighting coverage, really. I have Cycle Cut. I kind of added that just for fighting types. But other than that, really not much. Messing around with Golden Snack. And the only one I really don't want to touch here is Persian. Leavanny is likely to make a cut, because really it's helpful on and off. Yeah, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I should do with this team is in terms to make it better. And Jay messaged me saying Exploding Skunk. Yes and no. I'm not opposed to going physical on PU that smells. I forgot I gave him an expert belt. I'm not entirely opposed to going with expert belt on PU that smells. Explosion in a physical set, but I would have to feel more comfortable with it, I guess. I like the set that I have on here. I could theoretically get rid of Toxic and Venoshock and go with 2 other moves and maybe put Assault Vest on there. That's always an option, make it a little bit more bulky. But yeah, let me know. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.